Hello, welcome to the Lalantia show. I am so happy that you are here today because today's video is all about working with unicorns for opening your heart. And this is a topic that is really important to me, really close to home for my own journey and my own experiences. So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lalantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and energy healer, and I work with the magical realms. I work with dragons, unicorns, mermaids, fairies, all of the different magical beings. And I work with them to help you connect to who you really truly are, to release the stories of the past, the old energies, and to just embrace that light of your true self. And so we do that in a variety of different ways, depending on the beings. And so a lot of my videos are about these different beings, the energy that they bring forward, and how they can help you on your journey. So today's video is with the unicorns and is specifically around opening your heart. So I have some stories to share. I have some experiences, and I'm just gonna go into it. I haven't taken notes or anything. I'm just going with the flow of it. So one of my guides that I work with very frequently is named Rose, and she's a unicorn. And she comes forward very clearly for me. I know when she comes in, she works with me, she works with my clients. She helps people in their transformation as they recognize and open their heart more to love for themselves, for others, to receive love from others, anything that is connected with love. And she helps you to feel that love. And she brings that energy in such a way that you can't really deny it, that you can't ignore what is there. If you're really blocking the energy, you may not feel her, but people who work in energy at all definitely feel her. She comes in very, very strongly. So Rose is often the one that I turn to when I'm feeling hopeless, I'm feeling alone, I'm feeling depressed or anxious. She has a very calming, loving presence. And Rose is actually on a tattoo on my arm, which I would show you, but I realized that I have long sleeves on. Let's see if I can get my sleeves up high enough. So Rose, she's not actually purple. We made her purple because putting a white unicorn as a tattoo doesn't really work very well. So we went with purple. But my tattoo artist channeled her with me, and that energy really came through. So when Rose wants to come through and I may be ignoring the signs or I'm ignoring her, my tattoo will start itching really bad, and I'll be like, I can't ignore it. It's so strong. And so she'll get my attention in that way. And then I know, okay, just stop thinking, stop trying so hard, stop freaking out, whatever it may be, just stop and just breathe and just allow her to come in. And when she comes in, she will bring her horn usually it's into my heart space. She can insert her horn into any of the chakras really, but it's usually into the heart. And to be able to lift this heaviness, this weight, this anxiety or fear or whatever is coming over you. Now I'm using Rose as an example because she is the unicorn that I work with the most. I work with her very frequently. She is always with me. I mean, literally with me. And so she is, one of the unicorns that I connect with super, super strong. But I have worked with clients that have had unicorns come in for lots of different things, and they can do a variety of things as well. But because we're focusing on heart, I'm going to use my example because it matches this. So unicorns exist at a much higher vibrational frequency than we do. We don't see them with our physical eyes. They are no longer incarnated on earth. They are ascended souls. So they come to help humanity in their ascension process. So unicorn can represent spirit. So like an elemental manifesting, when I'm working with the energy of spirit, unicorns are some of the energies that come forward for that. But they are very much about bringing love back to the planet. Not that it was ever gone, but really elevating that energy of love and helping us to be love, because at our core, that's who we really are. We really are love. Now, some have a really super strong connection to unicorns, and some may resonate with other magical beings more, or that may change over time. You may resonate more with mermaids at one time, and then later down the road, you resonate more with unicorns. It's just the energy that's coming forward for you. So, if you don't feel that strong connection to unicorns at this moment, it may just be that, excuse me, that you're not needing to connect with them at this time. Or maybe that you have a resistance to connecting with them because of the magical healing that they will bring to you. So when unicorns come in and they're working on your heart, they'll bring their horn into your heart and begin to change the energy in your heart space. They'll begin to lift the heaviness. They'll begin to bring in new energy to replace it and fill your heart with love. They can help to crack your heart open if your heart is really like boxed in. If you've really closed down your heart and you put up these walls, they can insert their horn, and it's, to me, it almost looks like it's literally cracking open, and it can feel a little bit that way as well. I have experienced that, where it feels like your heart is cracking open, and it can bring with it a physical sensation. I know personally I have experienced the physical sensations of my heart opening, and it can feel a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say scary, but it's alarming. Like, it gets your attention, that's for sure. So when the unicorns come in and they help you in your heart space, they can help to lift that heaviness, that the whatever it is that's weighing you down. So it can be fear, it can be anxiety, it can be anything that's like a heaviness that weighs on your heart. And anytime we're going through something difficult, there's going to be a heaviness on our heart to some degree. So they help to lift that, and they help us to feel that stronger connection to love again. So when I'm going through a traumatic time, or I'm um, moving through some really difficult energy, and Rose comes in, or any of my other unicorn guides, and they begin to lift this heaviness from my heart, then I can then begin to feel that connection to spirit again. If I've been shut down from that for a little while, and anytime I shut down from spirit, it's usually just, for a very short period of time. But when I am in that immediate reactionary mode of fear or whatever it is, then it's hard to feel that connection. So once that energy begins to lift, then you can begin to feel that connection once again to spirit, and knowing, okay, I really am loved. I really am enough. I really am worthy. And when we're doing our self-love practice, and we're doing any practice that has to do with our heart, opening our hearts, opening to receiving love or being loved again. It can be with inner child stuff. It can be mother or father wounds. It can be past life trauma that has to do with the heart, or other things as well. But we're talking about the heart here. The unicorns can come in and help us with that. Now, I have worked with the unicorns in different ways. In some ways, they have come in and they have brought in energy, like a bunch of them coming in at once. They put their horns down around your feet. They send in an energy. It travels up to your body. It does a clearing, a releasing, a healing. And that is one way that they have also come in. Sometimes they come in from behind and insert their horn in the back of your heart. So there are a lot of different ways that they can come in, but they help you to reconnect with your heart, open your heart, heal your heart. They help you to know that you're not alone, to understand that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are enough. They help you in all the ways of the heart, really. So unicorns are easy to work with. So unlike most of the other magical beings, anytime you call them in, and they're going to come in, one of them will come in. Just like when we call in angels, we call in an angel, they'll always come. Whether you know that they're there or not, they will be there. Unicorns seem to work the same way. Even though they're not angels, they come in because they are here to be of service and to help us in our ascension. They help us to remember that magic of our true self and that love that exists within us. So if you're feeling very disconnected from love, I would suggest calling in the unicorns so that you can reconnect to love again and feel that within yourself. Is there anything else that I need to share about unicorns? There's so many things about unicorns that are so magical. And I remember not too long ago, I went to meet a friend, and we met up, and we were sitting there and we're just drinking our tea, and she interrupted the conversation because she saw Rose kind of peek out. Like energetically, she knew Rose was peeking out, and she just made a comment. Oh, she's peeking out, and that's just like she just came forward, and that it was important for her to receive that message. It was probably important for me to remember that Rose was there. I mean, she's a tattoo on my arm, and sometimes I forget that she's there. I mean, I don't really forget, but we get caught up in life and stuff. So sometimes she pops forward in ways like that where people will not physically, I guess, but energetically see her kind of pop her head out and be like, hey, it's time to, do some heart healing work or something like that. So Rose has been a really tremendous help on my spiritual journey, in my heart healing work for myself and with my clients as well. Unicorns in general are just such a loving, safe presence. And it also is like that inner child in us. A lot of times that inner child in us is just like, ooh, unicorns are real and I can connect with unicorns. And it can make our inner child very happy and can lift a weight of heaviness from that inner child. Doesn't really sound right to say weight, but that inner child weight. So that trauma that we may be carrying in that sense as well. So I know that there's so much more to talk about unicorns and to say about unicorns, but I think that I might break it down into little segments to talk about it even more. But I wanted to begin the process of talking about the unicorns so that you can begin your experience in working with the unicorns. And like I said, unicorns will always come forward if you put it out there that you would like to connect with them. So some of you are going to say, okay, well, how do I connect with a unicorn? Well, first of all, it's pretty much like the moment you send a thought out into the world, or out into the universe, it is sent out. Like a unicorn will get it. But sometimes it's our own beliefs that we're just like, we have to do more. So if you tune into your heart and you set the intention, okay, I really want to connect with a unicorn now. I'm asking for a unicorn to come forward to assist me on my path and my journey, to help me with this healing or this experience. I'm asking for you to help me to release any heaviness, any fear, any anxiety. Help me to connect more with my heart. If you've had a trauma in regards to romantic relationships, please help me to heal my heart from this traumatic experience of having my heart hurt by this other person. Please help me to recognize what needs to be healed so that I can feel my heart become whole and open once again, so that I can open my heart to connect with a new soul. So just begin to speak to them and ask them to come forward. And there's not really any right way or wrong way. It's about listening to what feels right to you. Listen to your intuition. Don't overthink it. If you want to write down a poem to invite them in, write down a poem to invite them in. You can make it a sacred thing, or you can simply be sitting in your vehicle and you need some help and you're like, unicorns, please help me. I need your help right now. I'm desperate for your assistance. You don't have to repeat anything. They will hear you and they will come in for you. So in the future, I will do a meditation for you to be able to connect with the unicorns so that you can have that experience. I know that it's really important. It's really powerful. If you feel called to work with me more, I do have links below so that you can check out what sessions I have available, what programs are available. And you can also, I would invite you to join me in my group called Sorceress Circle, where I go live 3 times a week with my friend Natalie, and we talk about different topics, we do weekly readings, we do lots of amazing things in there. So it is a great space to be able to connect with us there. Yeah, I think that's everything for this video. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.